Idols and Illusions, Erase My Existence. This is the official lyric video. There's actually lyrics, that's because like I said, the last video I really gotta listen to what's going on, but this one is like a lyric video. They hit me up again on IG, and they told me to check out Erase My Existence by Idols and Illusions, and they said it was a lyrical video, and yeah, it says right there in brackets on the title, it's a lyric video as well. So yeah, we're gonna see what Idols and Illusions are talking about in this song. The last video I really enjoyed. I added it to my Spotify list. If I can get my Spotify, my phone's not on me right now, but yeah, I've added your songs to my Spotify list, and I'm loving it. I'm really loving this. A World Untouched, basically. I love that song. Like, yeah, it felt like, oh man, what I was gonna say something, but yeah, I've really been enjoying you guys' music, and yeah, I see this one's got like 37,000 views. Like, this is more like it. This is what I want to see. This is like you guys should get the recognition you deserve, because you guys are a fire band, and like I said, I compared you to like a couple of big bands out there, and yeah, you guys reminded me of Dennis Stoff when he was with, I think it's Dennis Stoff, that's his name, when he was with Asking Alexandria. Like the vocals that you guys had kind of reminded me of him. I think he's Ukrainian. You guys reminded me of him. But yeah, we're here with Idols and Illusions, Erase My Existence. Let's get into this. Oh, the vocals. I love the vocals. I always love like, whoever's doing your vocals, man. Like, you guys are really going in. Like, I gotta look at the lyrics as well. Like, I was paying attention to your vocals right now. And the drummer, like I said, drummer's always killing it. Like, just those little, what you call that, the little breaks? But yeah, just the way the drums sound already, like, oh. Hear that? With cymbals. Once again, I've not let myself exist with no. I'm saying this. It says I let myself exist with no empathy within. Like you got no feelings. Is that what? That's normally what empathy means. Like you feel dead inside, kind of. I only know about the word empathy because I used to watch a lot of Dexter, and like everything he did, like dude really didn't have any feelings. Like he couldn't relate to what other people were feeling. You know what I'm saying? Is that what you're trying to get across? Peace in this little hell. By this little hell, you mean the world? You can't find no peace in this world. Like, yeah, the world basically. Like, it's hard to explain what I'm trying to explain. You said, let me go back. It says know all too well. Little piece of hell. Oh man, I really want to like I understand what you're saying, like just the way the world is, like the way people are, like you can't have your own thoughts to yourself or something like that, and you can't find your own peace. Basically, it's like you said, you can't find your own peace in this little piece of hell. Let's continue with the song. I can't explain, but yeah, let's continue. Jeez, you guys have got such great vocal range. Like, you got the high screams and the low screams. It's just phenomenal. Like, but like I said, you can't find peace. It's basically, it's just like I think it's like almost to me it feels like a. Let me just swing my camera here. To me it feels like an everyday thing. Like with, like, you got people mistreating people in certain ways, and then you got people, like, I can't find the words, like, for some reason my but it feels like it's almost like no one's paying attention to people anymore, like certain people, like you know, when you're depressed, you feel like you don't exist or anything, like no one really cares about you, so it feels kind of like you're fading out. Like, that's kind of what I got from those lyrics right there. It feels like you're fading out from existence, basically. Is that what you're trying to get across? Like, that's kind of what I gathered from the lyrics there. But I could be wrong. You guys could be talking about something else. But it feels like almost like you feel like you don't exist in this world no more. Like, you're slowly fading out. No one really pays attention to you or something like that. Or I could be wrong. Just let me know. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to leave some comments, or let me know in the DMs what the song is about. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, like when I read these lyrics and I listen to it. See, no one can save me now. It says, you said something about the nightmare, taken by the nightmares. Taken by the nightmares. Like, like it's like you're not living the dream, but you feel like, oof, how can I word this? This is a pretty deep song, actually, if you think about it. Taken by the nightmares. The light never comes. It's like your life is constantly consumed by darkness, and you there's just no light. You can't see any light at the end of the tunnel, or if I'm explaining that right. It's like I've been there too. Like I've like, there's been a time when I hit rock bottom. I thought that, like, no one really cares about me or anything, and you know, there was a point that, you know, I wanted to like bring it to an end, but because I was consumed by the darkness before I embraced it. if that makes sense. It feels like you're lost in the darkness, basically, and the part we say the light never comes, it feels like there's no light in this darkness that you're constantly consumed in. But sometimes you gotta embrace it. Sometimes, I don't know if you notice, like if you switch up the lights, like in a pitch black area, eventually your eyes adjust to it, and you become nocturnal basically. You just gotta embrace the nightmares and you'll see light within the darkness, if that makes sense. That's my way of looking at things when it comes to certain situations. Like that's what I felt like when I was basically when I hit rock bottom, and like it felt like I didn't exist. I made myself exist, even though like that's why I don't care what anybody says about me anymore, or like if anyone looks at me some type of way. I'm my own person. I make myself exist basically. If I could be saying this wrong, but yeah, that's what I feel like you're talking about when you say taken by the nightmares. Taken by the nightmares, it feels like you're talking about the darkness. Undone. Constant thoughts on your mind. See, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. That's literally where I've been as well. Like, it's it. What you say? My mind's been overrun. Like, overrun with thoughts. All sorts of thoughts going, got you constantly thinking about certain things, certain situation, and it feels like there's no out, basically. Like I think Ronnie Radke spoke about it in his newest song, in Falling Reverse, Voices in My Head. There's voices in his head that says he's gonna end up dead and stuff like that, and the voices are basically fighting. Well, if you check out my reaction to that one, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's kind of like what I'm getting here with when you say my mind's been overrun. I feel like it's the thoughts in your head, like the thoughts that's constantly playing with you, and yeah, it feels like there's just no way out. Choir, like that's what I'm saying. You guys have a way of like putting your music together. Like last time we had the violins, now we got the choir. Like it's like you guys are like a orchestra. You're a band but an orchestra at the same time. Like you guys, there's a band that's kind of like that. You guys remind me of. I remember Trivium did something with them at some time ago. Oh man, I wish I could put my Spotify out now. Because they are on my list as well, but they've got you guys have got a similar style to them. I think their name it's like Dream or something. It's got Dreams or something in it, something like that. I don't know, but I remember Trivium did something with them some years back, and you guys' style kind of reminds me of that. My existence. Yeah, you're walking your path alone. Like that's how we all start out. We're all born alone in this world. Yes, we got our families and friends that support us, but we walk our paths alone. And yeah, eventually you gotta atone. Like, let me just go back to where you said all that stuff. you will atone and erase your existence. But yeah, we all walk our paths alone, and we all gotta like create our own destinies and our own fates. And I feel like that when you say erase my existence, it's like it's like creating your own fate. You don't follow what everyone else is doing. You're creating your own sort of destiny and fate. Erase your existence. I'm still trying to make sense of the erase my existence part, because I feel like it's got a deeper meaning to it. Erase my existence. Yeah, let's continue. I'm trying to think of what you mean by that, but there's a very deep meaning behind this song as well. Like it feels like you're explaining in the song that you're walking this journey alone right now, and you're creating your own journey, your own destiny and fate. Like I said, erasing your existence from everyone else's existence, if that makes sense. But yeah, so far this song is deep. I'm like I said, I'm adding this as well to my list. Do you guys have an album, or is it just singles? Because like I would really like to. You guys should release an album if possible, because like I love this. This is amazing. My existence. Jeez, that double bass drum. Like whoever's like your drummer is off the chain on that part, and on the toms as well. Because I heard like the toms, mainly toms and cymbals and the double bass. Inside my mind, I've never felt so alone. I guess that's what I'm saying. It's your thoughts. Your thoughts are conquering, is what's conquering you. Not conquering you. It's like it's the constant thoughts. Like if you think basically negative, you're gonna get negative feedback every time. Not like feedback, but a negative outcome. You think positive outcomes, you're gonna get positive. You think positively, you get positive outcomes. And like I said, I've been there. Like I've literally been there. I felt like everything was against me, and like until I started creating opportunities for myself, I started not thinking about the negatives, but more about the positive things. Like if I started thinking more positive, a lot of positive things started happening. It's like that movie Jim Carrey did, like the yes man. Like you say yes to everything, and you just see where your journey takes you. And it says, like you say here, lost inside my mind, I've never felt so alone. Like you're not alone. That's what I'm trying to get across. You're not alone. Like there's other people that feels just like that. You feel like you're lost, and that no one's paying attention to you, and that no one will really notice if you erase your existence. Is that what is that what this song's about? Like no one will really take notice if you don't exist no more. Because that being said, you're not alone. Like everyone feels, even XXXTentacion, when he made a song called Alone, talking about subjects like this, and like it's just no one. If you don't express what you're going through with someone, like you're always gonna walk this path alone. If that makes sense. The art design of this video as well, I was gonna mention this before. I love this. It's kind of like a little like apocalyptic but like medievally feel as well. The art of whoever did y'all art, like shout out to that person as well. And I love the lightning. That it's giving me like low-key Elden Ring vibes, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is I like the artwork of this whole video. Nice snare there. Those high vocals remind me of what's Danny Filth's band's name? Cradle of Filth. Yeah. Hold on, let me stop. Yeah, the high vocals that you guys have reminds me of like Cradle of Filth. Especially the song. Actually, the high and the low, cause like if you've listened to Nymphetamine by Cradle of Filth, that's pretty old now, that song, but that's what your high and low screamy vocals remind me of. Reminds me of Cradle of Filth. Yeah, this was a brilliant song. I really enjoyed this song. Like I still prefer A World Untouched, but Erase My Existence had like a deep. I had to really like pay attention to what you guys were trying to say here. I could be wrong. I could be misunderstanding what the message was within the song, but to me that's what it sounded like. But like I said, you guys are not alone, and yeah, you guys are already making like a lot of songs and releasing well, I don't know if it's constantly, but you guys are doing your thing out there, and keep going. I'd really like to hear some guitar solos as well, like you know, like certain bands do, like Machine Head, I think, Trivium. Yeah, Bullet for My Valentine. Those guys have a few like bizarre guitar solos. Like you hear, like I hear your drummer. Your drummer is like off the chain. Like he's going off with a snare. I heard probably at the end I heard the snare come in, and then the toms and the double bass pad. But yeah, some solos as well. If you guys have done like any like songs with like guitar solos in it, let me know. Cause but you guys are still off the chain with the guitars, that's for sure. Like I can't do that, that's for sure. And that's why I always show respect to everybody, like whether it be in rock, metal, R&B, and like it takes a lot of work for people to put their music together, to write these things and then release it to the world for people just to say, oh, I didn't like it. And like, you gotta respect people for the hard work they put into like certain things. It's the same with movies. When some people say like, oh, I didn't like this movie and such, but you have no idea the work that these people put into the work to make this movie a reality for you to see and such. It's the same with music as well. Like, I can tell you guys put in the work to sound this great. Like, it's not just like what band can I compare it to? Like, I can't really compare it to other bands, but like there's been a few bands I've listened to, like one of my friends, they have a band as well, but you guys are like way beyond them. Like, I can like, their stuff was just mainly, it sounded like, it's like I told you in the previous reaction, like a rough copy of what, like, they didn't work hard enough to get to pretty much where the level that you guys are on right now. And but yeah, that's what I want from like everybody who like starts up like fresh and new and such. Like, come with a new approach to the music like industry and such, and which is what you guys are doing right here, because you guys got the little epic choir in the back. You guys got some violins every now and then when I listen to A World Untouched. And you're unique. That's what I like. I like a band that's unique. Like, I don't like bands that sound like there was a time when Trivium sounded a lot like Metallica. Like, a lot of their stuff sounded like Metallica, and it just kind of fell off of Trivium for a bit, and then they came back and made some better songs which made them stand out, and they sounded less like Metallica, if that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, you guys don't sound, like I said, you guys got similar styles to certain bands, but you don't sound like them. You've got your own unique sound, if that makes sense. So yeah, keep doing your thing and keep growing. Like, you guys are like, I'm definitely gonna add this song as well to my Spotify list, and I'm looking forward to listening to some more of your stuff, and release the album. Like, I would love to hear an album from you guys, unless you guys already have released an album and I just don't know about it. But let me know in the comments or DM me. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. This was Idols and Illusions, Erase My Existence. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button. Oh yeah, and go show them some love, guys. Go show them some love. Show these guys some support and everything, because these guys are putting in the work to get to climb that ladder to the top. And yeah, hope you guys liked it. Hit that like button, and yeah, we are out. Bash, man.